In my last message, I was so excited about returning to cruising that I couldn't resist singing "Oh, What a Beautiful Morning." I've received many requests to do an encore. Well, maybe 2 requests, but my camera operator said that once was more than enough and I should avoid singing anything else for at least the next 35 years. Fortunately, my usual camera operator is visiting her mother, and I have another song that's running through my head. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Now, I'm going to ask any of you who see this video, keep it to yourselves and don't spill my secret to my absent camera operator. But overall, it's just shocking how quickly everything has turned. The pace of change is absolutely dizzying. It seems like yesterday that people were asking me if I thought cruising would restart by December. And suddenly, here I am sailing on Celebrity Edge and Freedom of the Seas, here out of South Florida. Today, the Royal Caribbean Group already has 21 ships sailing from ports in the US, in Europe, and in Asia. 21 ships here in early July. 5 of these are for Royal Caribbean International, 6 for Celebrity, 2 for Silver Sea, 5 for TUI Cruises, and 3 for Hapag-Lloyd. It's been a great week for our company and for the whole industry, but it's so much more than that. I've never seen the level of enthusiasm, of excitement, and of gratitude that I've experienced on these cruises. For our crew members, it was a literal lifeline after so many months without work. For the communities we serve, it represents tourism and jobs after so many months of pain. And for our guests, it was a sense of freedom, of escape from the isolation of this terrible period of shutdown. I have the best job in the world. I get to work with the most amazing team of motivated leaders. I get to lead the most amazing and dedicated seafarers anywhere. I get to work to bring communities together. I get to help people all over the world with income and development opportunities. And I get to bring joy and memories to millions of guests. These past weeks of the restart have been very emotional for all of us in the Royal Caribbean Group and for the people we touch. The last 15 months have caused much pain and suffering. But over the last few weeks, the tears that I saw, and I admit on occasion shed, have been tears of joy. I've been asked why our restart is happening so fast, how we are getting so many of our ships sailing so quickly. The answer is simple. We believed in our people and we believed in the science. We prepared. We started preparing early because we knew what was happening and because we wanted to get the flywheel of demand going early. Once we started having constructive conversations with the CDC and others, we knew that the data that we had assembled and the protocols that we had cited would be so compelling that permission to sail would certainly be forthcoming soon. Of course, there was always a risk that we would still not be allowed to sail, but we considered that risk low, and the value of restarting was huge to us and to others. We bet that we could put in place healthy and safety procedures that would satisfy the CDC. We bet that we could vaccinate 100% of our crew. We bet that our protocols would be so well designed that even if we had COVID positive cases on board, we would be able to isolate the individuals and continue the cruise without disruption to other guests. And while, of course, every bet relies on a little bit of good luck, we won not through luck, but thanks to hard work, planning, and the preparation of our people, to whom I am eternally grateful, as well as to the very valuable help and the guidance from the Healthy Sail panel throughout this period. In the end, we were betting on ourselves and on our people. And in our people, we knew we had the winning hand. We were also betting on you. You've kept your businesses going through these tough times, and we're betting that your clients are ready to cruise again, and that you're ready to make their vacation dreams come true. We know that's a bet that we can win. So I'm looking ahead. It's fascinating to talk about how we got through these terrible days, but now's the time to look forward, not back. There are always immediate issues. COVID-19 is not going away, but it is slowly getting under better control. In the beginning, the main mechanism to corral COVID was isolation. Countries closed their borders and kept their citizenry from gathering. That worked okay in places where that kind of control was feasible. For example, in much of Asia, isolating the people and contained the spread. But that kind of strategy does not work well when the virus is as contagious as some of the new variants are. And at some point, it simply becomes unsustainable for a free society. Fortunately, the vaccines have given us another way. The vast majority of people on board our ships are vaccinated, and this percentage will only climb. In addition, the testing regimens and the available therapies mean that cruising can properly aspire to be not only as safe as other vacations, but more so. We shouldn't ignore the present challenges. We should be concerned about the recent increase in cases and the impact of the variants. We need to manage today carefully. But if we only obsess about the present, we will fail to prepare for the future. And we must keep our eye firmly on that future that we can all see is coming. And we need to prepare ourselves for it. So we at the Royal Caribbean Group are focusing our thoughts, our efforts, and our plans on the future. None of us have come through these dark days unscathed. We have a lot of catching up to do. We have a lot of people to educate and a lot of immediate issues to deal with. But if we don't prepare for the future, we won't be prepared for it when it arrives. The cruise industry has always required a long-term perspective, and we're looking forward to working positively toward that long-term future with you, the travel advisor community, in the same way that we have this past period together. But I really can see clearly now to a brighter future for all of us. Our eye is firmly focused on that bright, sunshiny day to return to delivering the most exciting, most memorable vacations on Earth. But one more time, I need to remind you, wash your hands and get vaccinated.